So where do you go from here then?
I've got a little to-do list.
Right, take us through the to-do list.
It starts off with a few.
It's not 5 action points.
It's 35, and that's just kind of the initial stuff as well. It starts with little things that I can do, like we've got our sitemap isn't up to date, so all of our outbound links aren't actually being logged by Google. It only shows up as one when I did spider simulations of the website.
Right. And that's on outbounds?
That's on outbounds.
So it's this issue of hubs and...
yeah, we've got so many outbound links. We're effectively a brokerage for lots of different business services. So we've got a real opportunity here to be seen as an authority, go from hub to
absolutely, yeah, on the whole kind of grant, inward investment support.
So one-stop shop for everything you need to know about business in Leicester.
Yeah.
And we're just really
do you get a sense of that from this website? Is it a resource where you would be difficult to find that linkage elsewhere? You know,
you can tap into things like the local government websites and things, but I think it's not done particularly well. It's really hidden. There were some other government organisations who have now disbanded, and there's a real gap now for information that they provided.
Yeah.
They used to
it's almost as if the whole thing has been put together from the perspective of your business as opposed to their needs. Because if it was about their needs, it would be a grant finder. It would be, you know. It would be opportunities to work with developers to give 6 months free rent and all that kind of stuff, and that kind of relocation stuff. And if there's one thing perhaps that you could do is take obviously this, assuming you can repair your relationship with them. Obviously, they're good, competent people, but they need to be steered by you. You can't expect your web designer to really understand what this is about. You know, it's not necessarily completely their job. I think it's your responsibility as an organisation to lead.
I don't think we have one clear message, and we've got to decide what it is and who we're trying to talk to. And go from that point of view. We've got a great starting point. There's so much to do. You know, we've got no persuasive copy whatsoever. And that really got me to going through the whole 5Q process, trying to put myself in the mindset of, you know, what keeps the chairman awake at night, what are his business worries, and how can we alleviate those with a move to Leicester. It's just a real eye-opener for me.
How could this be a solution? And that is classic 5Q. Is that the whole thing's based on a solution? Assuming there's a problem.
We've got a real chance to just go head and shoulders above our immediate rivals in Nottingham and Leicester, East Midlands. We've got worldwide rivals. You know, people like Brisbane are kind of considered the best in the world at what we do, but they're still not going down the behavioural route. They're still going, right, it's a logical decision, here's a brochure.
This exercise, proving there is no defined key phrase for it, proves that you have to go down the behavioural route, and this is for anybody at your organisation, because if they're not searching for it, they're not thinking about it. So you have to take it to them, first of all. Secondly, as 5Q says, you've got to get them to own the problem, haven't you? And currently, this is proof that they don't really see a problem. They see shorter-term problems.
That process is the fact that, you know, office rates in London are too high. Where else is that an issue? What are the root motives of it? Moving your business.
But they're not connecting. You can't rely on them to connect, Christ, my rates are high, with I better go to Leicestershire. They need to be presented with that. I think we've got a chance for a bit of guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla and 5Q, and get them to own the problem and realise that this is a possible solution. And I don't get sense of solution from this. Do you know what I mean?
No, it is a brochure.
Take us through a few more of your 35 action points here.
I think a lot of it is based around identifying keywords, sorting out the linear path that we want to take people on, and a good bit of research which explained all the factors that businesses consider when they do want to move. But we've still got to go back and identify why they're moving. I want to get one of my big things to do is to improve stuff behind the scenes of the website. At the moment we're getting a visitor and inquiry ratio of, well, I've put about 20% in being kind, but it's less than 1% when you actually look at what the website's doing alone.
So in terms of a lead generational tool,
you're not getting any leads.
It's not great.
And then beyond that, it's so much worse. When we do get a lead, we're not converting it into, you know, somebody moving here, and it is going to be a very, very low conversion rate because it's, you know, big product, very expensive.
It's not buying a £5 item, is it?
But at the end of the day, it's kind of, we're not even handling the leads the way we should be handling them. We've got some good people who are doing good things in their own way, but we're not sharing best practice. We're not following up on the leads as fast as we should. We're letting a lot slip away, and we're not in a position to.
So it's about the website joining up with the whole process within the business, and not being a bit of a kind of
It's very
occasional
much
investment abstract
yeah.
add-on, yeah.
I think we've got a real opportunity when we start getting into the Web 2.0 idea and getting into social networking. I like to set up a LinkedIn group and we can start to get feedback from the business community, start to learn what their thinking process is rather than just assuming we know what it is and put ourselves in their shoes.
It's almost a kind of, not that this exercise has been a complete waste, but it is, start with a blank sheet of paper. Who's this person? Why are they going to come? And actually go to some of the businesses perhaps that have made this move and go, why the hell did you do it? Okay. And then that possibly becomes the part of the linear path. Well, what were the biggest barriers to it? What were you worried about? It was almost certainly schooling and crime and cost of living and will we be happy as a family? Chances are this person is not single, lives alone and purely works. They've got a family with them. Is it on there here? Because that is a big decision maker. The husband or the wife thinking that the kids are not going to be happy will break the deal straight away.
We've got a lot of really good facts about what it's like to live here, but no emotion behind it whatsoever. I think the most emotional statement we've got is that we're voted one of the best places in the country to bring a family. That's as emotional as it gets.
Well, could you not take one of the people who've done this move and almost do like a case study of following them as their business kind of, or if you've got one coming through the books now, and follow them and their business relocation. You know, that would make a stunning series of videos for the website, wouldn't it?
I think there's loads of scope for doing videos for the website, getting in sound bites, getting in case studies, interviews with the chairman who can explain everything in a jargon-free way and convey the passion that we have about what we're doing. We are actually quite good at it. We're considered, in circles locally, we're considered to be one of the better people at doing it. We're just not conveying it to our audience at the end of the day, and we need to get that bit across.
Standout moment then?
There's so many, but I think the strongest one for me, my background is marketing, and it's been advertising, print, radio, cinema, outdoor, and I never really fully got the significance of what the web was and how it's taking over from that side of things. My profession is completely changing in nature, and I'm just starting on where it's going, and this is something I want to continue with. And
you'd be surprised how things like Chartered Institute of Marketing, CIM, not in any way to sort of criticise them, but actually don't really nail these issues.
I've done a degree.
Like their peripheral, they're not.
I've worked in it for many, many years, and it's always like e-marketing. Nice little add-on.
Little compartmentalised thing.
But everyone wants to do a TV advert, everyone wants to do a press advert. Nobody actually goes, right, we really need to be at the top of Google. They just about get, you've got to be on Google, but they don't get persuasive copy. It never comes into it. They don't get pay-per-click. It's always, let's just pick a random word and see how it goes. And
it's because as an industry, it isn't violently moving, so you can't really feel the changes that are underpin all of this.
About how pay-per-click is superseding all of the types of offline media. It's quite an eye-opener. It really was.
And everybody at the start of the course says, I never click those. So.
It's never come up in any of the courses.
Somebody's picking it up. Fantastic. First class.